Okay. There we go. All right. And now to change that over. There we go. All righty. It is now 6 o'clock on the East Coast. Let's get rolling. Hello, world. My name is Donn, and you're watching Showcase for the week ending Sunday, May the 1st, 2022. Holy crap, how are we already in May? Where have the first 5 months of the year gone? Anyway, you know what time it is. You know what day it is. Stop the presses. This is our Sunday news show, and that means weird headlines and your live chat comments. So I'm flying solo once again tonight, but that's okay. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscription button and the notification bell. And as always, if you're with us live, just drop us a line in the live chat feed and I might read it off on the air. So let's go ahead and get rolling with the first item on the docket, which actually is, I wanted to go ahead and take the liberty and load this up off rip because this is something that was a little bit interesting to me. I remember hearing something about this before a long time ago, but hang on a second. Let me see if I can get this to work right. Here we are. Okay, so this is from UPI, National Superhero Day. I was not aware that this was a national holiday. And while I'm at it, I wasn't aware that I could apply to get time off, like appeal to like my boss or whatever. Like, hey, it's a national day, right? For fictional characters, albeit, but apparently it has the title national in it. So I don't know. One would hope you could get some time off for something that has national in it and is of like extreme cultural significance. But anyway, I know I'm being idealistic, but anyway. So this is National Superhero Day, celebrated annually on April 28th, was started by employees at Marvel Comics in 1995 to celebrate heroes both real and fictional. The holiday began in 1995 when Marvel Comics, the publisher behind we know who they are. The holiday has since become a day to celebrate fictional heroes as well as real-life heroes such as parents, teachers, and firefighters. Other holidays and observances for April 28 include Biological Clock Day. Ooh, all right. Clean Comedy Day, Kiss Your Mate Day, Great Poetry Reading Day, National Cubicle Day, Pay It Forward Day, Poem in Your Pocket Day, and Stop Food Waste Day. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and unpack those in a moment, but that's interesting. I didn't know that this was a real like serious thing that like again like I said, I heard of stuff along these lines previously, but I didn't know that that was of real cultural significance behind this, and I certainly didn't know that Marvel was the organization that was responsible for starting this off. I mean, goodness, 1995. I was in like third grade, I think, exiting second grade, going into third grade when this started. Or actually, no, I was just exiting second grade because April 28th. So that would have been right at the end of the second grade year. So, okay, nice. Let's see. I was not aware of a lot of these other holidays in here. Biological Clock Day. I had no idea that was a thing. Kiss Your Mate Day, Great Poetry Reading Day, as opposed to what? Bad Poetry Reading Day, Clean Comedy Day. I mean, depending on who you talk to, that can go on a bit far sometimes. National Cubicle Day, Pay It Forward Day. Pay It Forward is good. Stop Food Waste is good. Poem in Your Pocket. I mean, that's a bit much even for my standards. But anyway, so there you go. That was April 28th in a nutshell there. Anyway, so hang on one second. We have a little bit of comment action happening here. Anyway, so this is we're kicking off the live news, weird news headline stream right now on our YouTube page, and we're also simulcasting right now on our Instagram account at Weekend Showcase. I'm gonna do a quick hello and thanks so much for joining to both audiences. Once again, don't forget the comments line is open. I'm gonna try to keep an eye out in both places at the same time and see what we can do about that. So go ahead and drop a line if you feel so inclined. Second topic on the docket tonight. Las Vegas driver stopped for a fake license plate with Cracker Jack stickers. Okay, let's take a look at that really quickly. Let's see. This was posted on the 29th. The news topics are not posted in the description just yet. I kind of ran out of prep time for that, but they'll be posted after the stream in the usual place, down in that same area in the description down below. If you don't want to Google it yourself and want to look it up yourself. So here we are. This is the fake license plate topic. The Clark County School District Police Department of Las Vegas stopped a driver with a fake license plate that authorities say had Cracker Jack stickers on it. Police referred to the female driver on Facebook as Fictitious Phyllis. Honestly, that sounds like a gamer tag to me. Maybe I play too many video games, but if I encountered somebody who called themselves Fictitious Phyllis in like Destiny or Halo or Gears of War or something like that, like I would not bat an eye at all at that. Fictitious Phyllis, and uploaded photos of the license plate. The driver was also quoted. The driver said, quote, "My vehicle is registered to a trust. If you cite me for such, you will be entering," oh geez, hold on. You'll be entering into a contract with the trust. This thing is not letting me control it right now. Oh shoot, I know why. The batteries for my controller just died in the middle of a live show. Come on, technology. Good grief. Thank goodness I always carry spares. All right. I did not notice that my controller had died in the middle of the show. Good grief. Here we are. All right. So police continued, quote, "Upon our short and sweet investigation, Phyllis was issued some citations, and apparently we entered ourselves into a contract with a trust," end quote. All right. The license plate had stickers on it that said DOT and 2022. Valid registrations would have included a sticker with a month and year of renewal. It's hard to tell, like, where are they seeing? So stickers on it. Hang on. It doesn't even show what the actual license plate looked like. I'm hoping it'll actually show that in the thumbnail back over in the Slack feed where we have all of our topics put up, because I know it showed a thumbnail image there, but for some reason it's not showing on the actual page. Here we are. So here's the actual license plate. Yeah, that's clearly trying to be, you know, the year is supposed to go in the upper right corner, and the month of the vehicle's registration is supposed to go in the upper left corner. I don't know who this driver, you know, Fictitious Phyllis or whoever, was fooling by trying to tell, you know, law enforcement that she registered this vehicle in the month of December. Is December on the calendar? Somehow I doubt that highly. That's a little messed up there. I don't know, but anyway, that's a little bit less weird and a little bit more like dumb. I'm gonna go ahead and file that under the category of dumb, but it happened in the last week, so there you go. Let's go ahead and move on to the next topic. Let me clear that last thing out there. All right. So this is from Tribune India News Service. Okay. In a bizarre incident, a 49-year-old woman in London married her cat. Okay. Oh, man. I've heard of people, like, you know, loving their pets, but this is, come on. What is going on here? So a 49-year-old woman in London married her cat, India, to get around the condition of not renting out accommodation to pet owners imposed by a landlord. Oh, so invent your own sort of workaround or loophole on that regulation by declaring your pet is your spouse. So you can't break up the marriage by kicking out my pet. What? Oh, my goodness. According to the New York Post, Deborah Hodge found the obligation absurd and finally decided to marry her feline, as she had previously witnessed bitter experiences of abandoning her pets due to such rules. Recalling the previous experiences and terrified of losing Kitty, the single mother of two tied the knot in a civil ceremony on April 19. Single mother. So she has two kids, setting an example for, hey, if you want to get around a loophole in like your lease or your rental agreement or whatever, basically, don't be afraid to get hitched to your pet if that's what it takes. Do what you got to do, I guess, is the moral of the story, I suppose, to share with the boys and girls at home. The woman mentions that her cat, India, is the most important thing in her life after her children. She explained, as per Express, quote, "By marrying India, I need any future landlords to know that we come as a package and we cannot be separated under any circumstances, as she is as important to me as the children," end quote. Oh, and it doesn't stop there. The Post reported that earlier this month, Miss Hodge and her pet feline wore tuxedo-style outfits for their wedding ceremony in a park in Southeast London. This story gets more and more bizarre, like the deeper down this rabbit hole I go. Like, I'm sure we've all seen owners of pets who will sometimes like put their animal in some sort of like human clothes sort of thing, you know, when they're going out and walking in like a park or something like that. You're actually going to go ahead and dress a cat up as your as your bride, I guess. Hang on a second. What's the gender of the, I don't mean to misidentify the cat. 2022, sorry. Where hang on. As she is as important to me as the children. Okay. So yeah, this is okay. So this woman and her bride cat walked down the aisle in an intimate ceremony in the park. Okay. This is we have a couple comments here. How was marrying a pet even allowed? What? And then hey, James Armstead, weird news. Wow, marrying a cat. Yeah, I'm with all three of y'all right now. This completely throws me off guard here. Goran was here joining us live on Instagram. Hey, thanks for watching. Hit up our YouTube page to see the whole screen when you get a chance. Let's move on to the next topic. I don't want to sit on this anymore. This is a bit much. Let's go ahead and move on to the next thing. And thanks, by the way, so much for dropping those comments. Don't forget, if you haven't already, to smash that like button and the notification bell if you haven't already. Let's go ahead and move on to the next topic here once this gets done loading. Here we are. Oh, no. This is from the New York Post. Fictosexual man married hologram bride, but now struggles to bond with her. Oh, gee, I can't imagine why. What? Okay, hold on a second. This is a bit much here. All right. It seems we're just coming out of the woodwork here with these, like, can we call these love stories? I hesitate to give them that much credence or that much credibility, or whatever's the better sort of way to phrase that. Comment on Instagram, or YouTube, excuse me. So very 2022. A bunch of laughing hysterically emojis. Yeah, definitely. Let's go ahead and move on. New York Post. So here we are. A fictosexual man who wed a fictional computer synthesized pop singer. Oh, well, she has a job. Okay, that's good. She's contributing to the relationship. 4 years ago, said he's now unable to communicate with his wife, the hologram, but is still in love with her. Akihiko Kondo, 38, was dating Hatsune Miku. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Depicted in pop culture as a 16-year-old with turquoise hair for a decade before they had an unofficial wedding ceremony in 28. Okay, hold on, wait a second. Okay, he's 38. He's 38. And they had been dating for a decade. So he started at 28 with what was and still is a 16-year-old. Oh boy. I don't even need to waste time explaining how many different levels of creepy this is. Oh my goodness, we have comments. Better than marrying a cat. And then LOL. And then that's cat worthy also. I mean, oh my goodness. Now married for 4 years. Oh my goodness. Kondo said his relationship has hit a roadblock. He can no longer speak with Miku due to a technological hurdle. I can't. Okay. I'll be honest, this topic is creeping me out. I'm gonna go ahead and get out of this right here, but I'll put it in the description later if you're really that morbidly curious. This is gonna make my stomach turn if I read any further into that, because I don't want to know how much further the New York Post went into covering that. But that is definitely weird news. Like I was gonna see at first glance, I thought this was the sort of thing. I thought that was the sort of thing that was it sort of reminded me of Dr. Krieger, the mad scientist character from Archer, whose significant other is an actual hologram in that show. That's what this sort of reminded me of. And then, oh, wait a minute. This has this topic has a pedophilic undertone to it. Let's go ahead and swipe left on this whole entire thing while we can. Thanks. Moving on. Brenton Spaz saying, "Oh man, beyond desperate." Yeah, think. Anyway, moving on. So this is from Huffington Post. Ohio school board member censured for a typo that linked to porn site. I'm noticing a common theme in this week's topics here. Okay, Huffington Post. An Ohio school board outside Cincinnati voted during an emergency meeting on Wednesday to censure a member who said she accidentally posted a link to a pornography site on her campaign's Facebook page. The board for the Lakota Local School District in Liberty Township also asked Darby Boddy, 41, Boddy, to resign. She refused. The link she intended to post, she said, was a site about sexual education for teens. The post has since been removed. Boddy, accompanied by her young daughter, left the meeting after the censure vote saying, quote, "I will not be part of this political ruse," end quote. Attempts to reach Boddy by telephone on Thursday were unsuccessful. In another Facebook post that has also been removed, Buddy said that while the link was a typo, it is, quote, representative of the disgusting material that is being put in front of our children, end quote. Okay, this is going to, I hesitate to comment further on this because this topic obviously has heavy political implications to it, especially given certain events in the news right now, and especially if you happen to live in a place like Florida, which is all I'm going to say about that. This is, I even hesitate to play this clip. This looks like a video clip attached to this. Yeah. Okay. Let's just go ahead and write this off as not just weird, but creepy. We're just going to put this in the creepy category with the other things tonight. I had no idea we had such creepy stuff happening in the news over this last week. This is oh boy. Let's move on. Let's move on to the next topic here. Hopefully we'll get something a little bit more discussable than what we're working with so far here this week. Whenever this feels like finishing to load would be great. Come on. We already did the National Superhero Day thing. Okay, here we go. All right. Okay, this looks a little weird. So this is back to UPI again. Illinois family discovers ancient McDonald's bag inside wall. Okay. Let's see. A family from Crystal Lake, Illinois. Camp Crystal Lake? No, I'm kidding. A family from Crystal Lake, Illinois discovered an ancient bag of McDonald's that had been stuck inside of their wall for more than 60 years. 60. Rob Jones was renovating his home's bathroom recently when he made the discovery. Rob Jones and his wife, Grace Jones, first found a rag inside of their wall after removing their old toilet paper holder. Quote, we pulled the rag out and could feel something wrapped inside it. We were happy to just find just the McDonald's bag and not something worse, end quote. According to what Rob had told Fox TV stations, the bag contained 2 hamburger wrappers and a bag of half-eaten, well-preserved fries. Grace Jones told NBC News, quote, not a cold case, just some cold fries. They were very well preserved, end quote. The bag and wrappers featured Speedy, the first mascot for McDonald's before the company started using clown Ronald McDonald. That's interesting. I never knew that. I knew that there was, hang on a second. Is there a picture here? No. Darn it. Do they have it on here at all? Let's see what's down here. Nope, nothing. All right. Well, let me see. I know we had it in here. I want to try to go back here and pull that up really quickly. Because I do remember a long time ago visiting one of the oldest living McDonald's in America. It's in Los Angeles near, I want to say like Crenshaw Boulevard. I want to say, I may be mistaken on that, but I did visit this location, and it's very historically preserved. It looks like a vintage. Yeah, it's not clearly there anyway. It looks like a vintage McDonald's from like the 50s or 60s or something. Basically, there are large golden arches like draped on top of the entire building. It was very sort of retro design or something. It looked like it hadn't been through any sort of remodel of any kind in the last like 40-50 years prior. You know, it was really bizarre to sort of see and juxtapose that against the rest of what was then, you know, 2000s. You know what I mean? It was crazy to see. Let's see. The Joneses' home was built in 1959, and records show that an early McDonald's opened just a half mile from their home that same year. Rob Jones noted that the fries did not smell. Now, that's another thing. I'm sure y'all have seen YouTube videos about this sort of thing where there are experiments that some people will conduct to sort of see how certain foods made by certain companies or certain fast food providers will age over time. You know, like that. There's a famous experiment about how long it takes for a Big Mac to decompose as opposed to other kinds of food like PB&J or whatever, basically. And McDonald's food is surprisingly resilient to mold and like the elements of time, which really kind of begs the question of what are we eating? But that's all beside the point. I also wanted to go ahead and point out I think I already mentioned this about Speedy. I did not know the name of that mascot from back in the day. I want to try to pull that up really quickly. Let me see if I can pull this up really quickly. Speedy McDonald's Oh, this is a little bit of a distraction, but we have a really slow news week tonight. I think we only have like one, maybe two other topics tonight, and then that'll be it anyway. So since we're here we are. Yeah. So this is so that's Speedy. If you can see there on the left side of the screen here, that's the original mascot for McDonald's before Ronald McDonald took over. And let me see. I'm trying to remember. Let's see. I don't remember exactly where the original McDonald's was that I was talking about. Let me see. Oldest. Los Angeles. Here we are. Let's try this. Yeah, McDonald's oldest, Los Angeles. Was that it? I'm trying to remember. Here's a Newsweek article. Wow, somebody actually did a Newsweek article on this a couple months ago. This can count as weird news. Let's see. Here we are. Okay. Yeah, check this out. In 1955, a McDonald's hamburger cost 15 cents. A portion of French fries was 12 cents. And a gallon of gas was 20 cents. A loaf of bread was 18 cents. And a postage stamp was just 3 cents. And if any of those people in 1955 was able to see what things cost in 2022, they would say none of this madness makes any sense. That's basically the response to get that we would be receiving from that in a nutshell. Here we are. Here's the McDonald's location. Downey, California. I guess I remember the location wrong. It's the world's oldest McDonald's, according to the website. But you can see, yeah, you can see the large golden arches. They're a different design. This is a bad angle, but you can see on either side of the building, if you look on top of the design of the golden arches on either side of the McDonald's word there, clearly, those large yellow pillars on either side of the left or right side of the building, those are golden arches that drape over the building, like I was saying earlier. And if they had a different picture on here, I don't think they have it here. I don't think they do. Nope, they do not. Crud. Oh, well. But anyway, you can probably do a Google image search or something on that later. But from a different perspective, you can see both arches clearly draped over the building in a way that's really retro. And it's like you're visiting and eating at a museum. It's crazy. But anyway, let's go ahead and move on. Yeah. And we have another comment from Brain Spaz here. Well-preserved fries after, did you say 60 years? Yeah. To think I've eaten lots of McD's fries. Yeah. Yeah. And apparently they are very much capable of standing the test of time, as it were. I'm still blown away by that revelation. Like when the first time I saw that kind of content on YouTube, those little time test, mold test videos about fries and Big Macs and other kind of French food, you know, and how resilient they are to decomposition. I'm still blown away by that whenever I see anything like that. That reminds me of just how resilient fast food is. You know, even when like it really doesn't have to be, it has absolutely no justification to be really. I mean, how much of it is frozen anyway? All you got to do is I would think all you got to do is pretty much just, you know, put it through your air fryer process and, you know, serve it out. And presumably it's going to be eaten within the hour anyway. So it's like, why is this stuff seemingly designed to last literally decades? Like what could be in the design process for this food that it's like that it would be an intended side effect? That couldn't have been an intended side effect. There's larger questions in play here for that topic. But anyway, let's move on. We've been on that too long. This is from UPI again. 100-year-old man celebrates 84 years working for the same company. This reminds me of something I had seen a couple weeks ago about, I think this woman was like 104 or 110 or something like that. She was like a little bit over 100 and had retired from being a park ranger, which is a job that she had started at like 84, 85 or something. And then the context under that read, it's never too late to start a new career or start a new direction in your life. And it's like, hey, clearly, if you can start a career in your 80s, like at the point beyond which the rest of like anybody else would be basically long since retired, and you're going to go ahead and keep yourself going like that, hey, more power to you. But this, however, this is a fundamentally different type of situation. This is This is Walter Ortman. He's 100 years old, and he was awarded a Guinness World Record after working for 84 years and 9 days at the same company. And he's from Brazil, and he was verified on January 6th as having worked for a textile company, Reneauxview, Reneaux, View, formerly known as Industrias Renault SA, for 84 years and 9 days. So Ortman told Guinness, quote, back in 1938, kids were expected to work to help support the family. As the oldest son of 5, my mother took me to find a job at the age of 14, end quote. Wow. He started working for this company at age 15. His proficiency in German earned him a position as a shipping assistant. Ortman was soon promoted to a position in sales, eventually rising to the position of sales manager. Has he been as sales manager ever since? Goodness. The 100-year-old says he remains in good health and still drives himself to the office. He says, quote, I don't do much planning nor care much about tomorrow. All I care about is that tomorrow will be another day in which I will wake up, get up, exercise, and go to work. You need to get busy with the present, not the past or the future. Here and now is what counts. So let's go to work, end quote. All right. So that's certainly a good mantra with which to live your life, basically, not borrowing problems from tomorrow, not dwelling on the past, but basically cherishing each moment that you have in the present as literally that. You know, it's so easy in the world that we're in now, in the times that we're living through, to lose touch with that, to lose sight of that, and sort of lose perspective on the value of the moment that you're in right now, the fact that you're alive right now. I know that happens to me from time to time, truth be told. And it's something that I'm still working on, again, if I'm being honest, and I know I'm not alone in that, but so long as you're able to sort of leave yourself open and receptive to motivational sources that remind you it's okay to keep going, it's okay to take things one step at a time, you know, and things sort of happen on their own time. Don't worry about it. You know, there's this song that's been circulating on social media lately. I don't know what it's called, but the chorus goes something along the lines of, slow down, you're doing fine. You can't be everything you want to be before your time. I don't know who sings that song. I feel like booting up Shazam, but sometimes it doesn't work on my phone, and I want to distract from this this live show in the middle of that for now to do that anyway. But those of you who are familiar with that song, you know what reference I'm making, you know what I'm talking about, and you know that resonates here. So let's go ahead and move on. I think we have one, maybe two more topics here before we go ahead and shut this down for the weekend. Let's see here. I'm trying to check something out here really quickly. Oh, whoops, wrong way. Sorry, I'm not literally looking at you. I'm looking at a thing I'm trying to set up on my computer really quickly here. Here we are. Okay, so let's move on. And here's another one. This is from UPI. Texas researchers find dozens of creepy dolls on Gulf Coast beaches. Okay, I guess we're going back into creepy territory here. All right. Researchers who comb a 40-mile stretch of, wow, that was a little typo there. C-O-M-E was in there. It should be C-O-M-B. Researchers who combed a 40-mile stretch of Texas beach twice a week have been using social media to document some eerie discoveries, dozens of creepy dolls. Jace Tunnell, director of the Mission Aransas Reserve at the University of Texas Marine Science Institute, said his team surveys about 40 miles of Gulf Coast Beach. Gulf Coast Beach at the reserve twice a week, and they have frequently been finding dolls of various types that were given a creepy aesthetic by their time in the water. Tunnell told McClatchy News, quote, we're actually doing scientific work, but the dolls are a perk. The creepiest are the ones that have lost all their hair. The first one we had found was a sex doll, the head of it. I posted a picture of it and I didn't realize that's what it was. We got a lot of followers on the page after that, end quote. Wow. Tunnell said the follower count on the Mission Aransas Reserve Facebook page has skyrocketed since he started sharing photos of the disturbing dolls. He said about 30 dolls have been found since he started posting the pictures. Tunnell said that first doll head from the sex doll, found in January 2021, was purchased by a member of the public for $35, and the money was donated to a sea turtle rescue program. He said the dolls are now being kept in a bucket to be sold at the reserve's annual fundraising auction. Well, sure, now that we know there's a market for these things. Okay, it's like this is the inception of weird news. There's like a weird news topic inside of a weird news topic. And I guess the sub weird news topic is the fact that somebody actually wanted to spend money on this doll head. Actually, probably not this one. This one looks like a little small to be used as a, well, as that. Just judging by the relative size of the person's hand. I don't know. This is even this. I mean, goodness, like I'm sure not even the guy, what's his name? Geri, I think his name, Jerry from Toy Story 2. I'm pretty sure not even that guy would be able to restore this doll well enough to be worth selling, quite frankly. But I don't know, whatever. It's bizarre that this happened, but at least they're making a positive effect out of this by basically applying that money to do some good, wildlife conservation, rescuing sea turtles and whatnot. So I guess yeah, one person's perversion is another person's social cause, nature cause, I guess. I don't know how else to trash treasure, how else to sort of twist that metaphor to be relevant here, or not idiom, what's the word for it, saying, expression, you know what I'm saying. But anyway, that's that topic right there. Yeesh, man, this is a bizarrely slow and cringeworthy week for weird news headlines, if I'm being brutally honest. But anyway, all right, let's go ahead and keep rolling. I think there's one more after this, and then we can shut this down. Yep, I think that's the last one. Yep, that's the last one. May the 4th be with you with these Star Wars themed accessories. This is from ABC News. Here we are. Okay, so with May 4 just around the corner, Wednesday, it's the perfect time to stock up on Star Wars merchandise. While May 4 started as a day created by fans, it's since become a major day for brands to launch new Star Wars merchandise in celebration of the famous and beloved franchise. And then there's a bunch of links down below for other stuff here. Okay. Okay, these are Grogu. They're called slides, but these look like just basic flip-flops to me, clearly tying into the Mandalorian show on Disney Plus. And this is just, it looks like a just general like tote bag. Yeah. Clasp bracelet with the logo basically front and center on that. For this discerning Star Wars fan who has everything. That's, I guess, for a young girl who might be interested in this, or whoever, I don't know, somebody who would like a pink Star Wars backpack, not necessarily a young girl. Let's see. Black cap, again Mandalorian related. I don't know what this creature is next to Grogu in the center. That's obviously Mando on the far left, Grogu in the center. I don't know what that little frog looking thing is on the right, but I don't know, maybe like if they put 2 more on there, they could do a little Budweiser sort of thing, little speech bubbles on the side. I know that's promoting beer on what can be, an article of clothing that a child can wear. Nobody would put that on child's clothing, obviously. I mean, it's just where my mind went there. I'll be honest, whatever. Oh, strike that. This is a baseball cap marketed for adults. So they could have gotten away with that. whatever. I know they wouldn't do that. Let's see. Oh, and Grogu and his dietary staple of a blue frog. Grogu eats frogs. I guess I forgot about that. My bad. I mean, it's no secret that I'm not into Star Wars all that much. Sue me. I didn't recognize that reference. But anyway. Oh yeah, and that's another thing. I keep forgetting. Mother's Day is this coming Sunday, the 7th, I think it is, or 8th. Sorry. Yes, the 8th, May 8th. So there you go. Let's bear that in mind. Don't forget about the significant woman in your life, especially if she's a mother. Yeah, let's make sure to make next weekend extra special for them. So that's basically all that I guess can be said for that. And again, all these links are going to be put in the description down below. If you have somebody special in your life, ideally who's a mom and who is also a Star Wars fan, hey, there's your starting place for this year's Mother's Day gifts. So there you go. And all else fails, you know where to go back to in November when it comes time to shop for stuff for Christmas. So there you go, for people who observe and celebrate Christmas. Anyway, moving on. I think that was it. So yeah, that's that in a nutshell. I guess this basically brings tonight's episode of Weird News basically to a close. I do have to do one quick announcement before I wind things down all the way. We are, oh, hello. Okay, we are taking a bit of a momentary hiatus this coming weekend, the 6th to 8th. And the reason we're doing that basically is we have some new technology that we're going to be incorporating into the show starting 2 Fridays from now, to 2 trailer shows from now, or what will be 2 trailer shows from now, on our next trailer show. And we're going to need a little bit of time to make sure that we've beta tested and set it up properly to make sure that we are able to continue to deliver the best content that we can for you, and also to make sure that we have like our logistics for people's appearances able to work out a little bit better. Hopefully we're going to have a little bit less of these one-man acts for these live streams and stuff like that. That's another thing that we're working on very hard. So hopefully we'll be able to come to a solid conclusion for that and get some more awesome content out really soon. But I just wanted to go ahead and say that to say we're not going live this weekend, but we do have one piece of content already loaded up in the barrel for y'all, and that is I and Alonzo and Timothy went and saw The Batman on HBO Max. It's been out for about maybe a week and a half, I think 2 weeks now, basically. But we sat through it and reviewed it a little bit. We basically did what we used to do back in the day of a full-length commentary track. We actually recorded a full commentary track for The Batman that you can download just like any of our other podcasts and listen to it alongside the actual movie if you have HBO Max. So you can experience the full theater experience of having people talk over the movie directly in front of you. So that should be a lot of fun. But anyway, no, we actually found some interesting factoids and interesting little bits of comic book relevance and references and fun little theories about where the franchise can go, especially now that we know that Matt Reeves is coming back to direct a sequel and Pattinson is coming back as well. So we're looking forward to releasing that. We're looking at pushing that out between Friday and Saturday, hopefully Saturday, because Friday would be ordinarily our live stream day for trailers. But we got to put something out for y'all to go ahead and tide you over for our full return to live streaming next Friday, which is going to be on the 13th, Friday, May 13th. So Friday the 13th. Oh, crap. Right? That's twice tonight I've done that reference. Anyway, all right. So that's basically it for tonight. What was your favorite headline for tonight? Go ahead and drop a comment down below to continue the conversation. And you can visit any of our social pages. We're at Weekend Showcase pretty much everywhere, including TikTok. Don't forget to visit us there. And we will see you right here on Friday, May 13th, not May 6th, May 13th at 8:30 p.m. Eastern, 5:30 Pacific for another brand new trailer reaction show. And keep an eye out on your trailer, on your your podcast feeds, wherever you get your podcasts. We'll be releasing The Batman podcast commentary track for you on this coming weekend between Friday and Saturday. We'll announce that at a later time. And that's pretty much it for now. Be safe, and I hope you had a great weekend. Showcase you later. My name is Donn.